What's going on, you guys? What's up? My name's Barbarian, and welcome to another Sims 4 Create-A-Sim. Today, we're creating Papa Smurf, because I figured you guys really like the Shrek Create-A-Sim, something a little bit less human, and I wanted to make Papa Smurf because when I was a kid, I used to have all these little Smurf, plastic dolls. They weren't really dolls, they were just little 1-inch figurines, but I used to dive for them at the bottom of my aunt's pool, and I really liked all the Smurfs. They were cool, they were blue, and I don't know, it was fun to play with them. So I figured I'd make Papa Smurf, and also the Sims 4 demo has blue skin, so it worked out perfectly. Now, there were a few things I wasn't able to do, and we'll get into that in the video, but first, guys, I want to make sure you all know about the giveaway I'm doing on my second channel. If you guys want to win a Sims 4 swag bag filled with t-shirts, glasses, and a Sims 4 drawstring bag, then all you have to do is go and subscribe to my channel, SGC Plays. The link's in the description. I upload Sims content on there almost every day, and you guys can check it out for yourselves. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away that bag. So, let's talk about what I did to make Papa Smurf look like he did. At first, I decided, you know what, Papa Smurf doesn't really have any hair, he has a big hat, so I'll put his hair as sort of a middle-aging, balding look, and then I'll slap a red hat on him and call it a day. But this was a big issue because the hats I picked didn't have a red color. They were more maroonish. At first, I was going to leave it, but then I had a better idea later on. The skin tone was going to be blue, obviously. That wasn't too tough. The color of the beard, however, was. This is actually the whitest you can get someone's beard, which is strange because in the real life, or, you know, in Sims in general, you can actually have someone who has a pale snow white beard. I mean, old people have that all the time. So I was really confused as to why we had to have gray undertones, but I guess that's just part of the game. The other thing that I noticed is that I at first couldn't actually change the color of the hair, the eyebrows, and the beard. They were all one color. But later on, I figured out that I could do it. It was very simple. It just had to be a simple uncheck of a certain button. I took off his shirt because Papa Smurf never wears a shirt. He's just walking around with pants all the time, which is, you know, at second thought, kind of weird, I guess, but whatever. Not a big deal. You slap on his red pants, and then I went for his red shoes. Now, the shoes were probably the most difficult part. I was trying to figure out which shoes looked red, whereas some shoes, the icon was red, but the actual shoe was more of a pale maroon or even an orange. It didn't really look good, and it took me a while to find a pair of shoes that I liked the best. Same with the pants. There was really only one option for pants that had a nice bright red overtone, and it had this really weird belt. So I just decided, you know what, let's ignore the belt because that's not our biggest concern right now, and let's just focus on getting the color right, because if the color's right, it's gonna look good. I can't adjust the height and weight. Well, I can adjust the weight, but I could not adjust the height of the sim. Unfortunately, I was really hoping that maybe it would be able to, you know, shrink him down or something. I did try and make his head as small as possible. I didn't want him to have a really long face line because I didn't want him to look oddly proportionate in the, you know, in the Smurfs. He is a very small man. His hat is actually as big as his entire face. So I didn't want to have him have a super long face, but at the end of the day, it's not really a big deal. Here's where I decided to try something new. I decided, you know what, instead of this really odd maroon, I don't even know if that's orange or not, it's supposed to be red, that odd colored hat. Instead of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put red hair on his head and make it look like his hat, because the hair was actually very well done, it was very well colored, and I decided if I made the hair poofy enough and big enough, at first glance it might look like a red snow cap. Granted, in the Sims 4, you know, full version, I'm hoping we have more hat options. With DLC packs, we'll have different options like that. We can make a better Sims Smurf. So that'll work, hopefully. That's like the Conan look. I'm not really too thrilled with that one, so I think I changed it to a low cut or the Macklemore style, and that looked a little bit better. It wasn't the best, but it was about as good as I could get it. So right there, I was pretty happy with myself. Then I went on to the actual traits, and I can pick 4 traits, and well, 1 lifetime achievement and then 4 traits that come with it. I picked the love achievement because I knew he wanted to be with Papa Smurf and Smurfette are obviously inseparable, and then I picked I think I went with like cheerful, creative, and goofy. I just wanted some really fun things to do. You know, I didn't want to have him be too serious. I didn't want to have him be like, you know, oh, this is Mr. Smurf and he's a businessman, because Papa Smurf, he's a fun guy. So with that being said, guys, this is about as good as I could get him. If you guys have any other suggestions, maybe things I could have done better, things I did worse, then feel free to let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, guys, as always, my name's Barbarian. Peace out.